128, the house that Norah decorated. Come in. After you.
I'm standing behind the concertina door.
Oh, I think I'll go in this room. Every time. How many episodes are there to this thing? Is exactly what my mum was thinking. Look, a concertina door. There we go. It's a small room, and this is a very practical, space-saving measure. However, it is made of shiny plastic, is unpaintable, and flaps about like a beige handkerchief in a depression, allowing both drafts and noise freely to enter the room. Chinomyes japonica, the Japanese quince, comes into bloom every spring, offering to the world an uplifting array of delicate pastel shades. Dulux quince blossom, on the other hand, is a greyish shade of peach, like some Angel Delight or Instant Whip has been left congealing in a fridge somewhere. The curtains in this room are a floral pattern, but brown, bleached to grey, like the flowers have died. Quince blossom, and once it was everywhere in this room. The Japanese quince is not, of course, the only thing to come into bloom in springtime. The oak tree at the bottom of the garden here is in full leaf, and you can see the squirrels scampering. In the summer of 2015, my mum was 86 and a half, the same age as when her mother died. This used to be a study in here, with a desk here on which all the Christmas newsletters were written. Here is a notice board on which you can write useful telephone numbers, just in case you want to find that bloke and give him another 85 quid for cleaning your taps. There's a filing cabinet in that corner. Down here, there is a photocopier machine with which to feed the Silver Lining's insatiable appetite for the Adagio Minim. There are boxes of felt pens, obviously, to write labels with. And then in June 2015, my mum is diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Need to sit down. That's handy. Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma is treatable and so she's to and from the hospital for scans and tests and chemotherapy. She loses her hair, she loses her balance. The spiral staircase is deemed too dangerous for a woman with a stick, and so this room is given a lick of quince blossom and transformed into a bedroom, and here Norah lies in her hospice-borrowed bed, sifting her memories. It's been a long journey to get to here. From a gloomy Victorian terrace in Bath, an only child with a beat-up mother, and her father the photographer, her father the bully, her father the... Oh, he made this. Ugly thing. Here's a note in my mum's hand, made sometime between 1919 and 1926 by Arthur Richard Young, cabinet maker, Bath. Possibly an apprentice piece. Leave for new owners. Lying beneath the bedclothes, frightened, cuddling Teddy, but not all bad, because Sheila, school friend, devoted Sheila. Here's a book of poems, bound with a ribbon, a red ribbon, to my giraffe, to Giraffe, from Bunny, escaping home to college in Cheltenham, learn to teach, disce ut doceus. This chair was a present in 1951 to my mum on the occasion of her first teaching post. And there she is, flowers and Norah in full bloom. And Harold, what a gentleman! And Sheila's the bridesmaid. Bunny loves Giraffe, even though Giraffe is getting married. Pledges and promises, and that's my sister with mummy and daddy. Happy families, pledges, promises and prison visits. Babies and parents learning to walk. Don't ask questions, not too many questions. Not everything has to make sense. Let's pretend that no one is trapped. And then, you know what? You do know what? He knows what? I'll tell you what, let's all fall over a cliff. Let's all fall over a cliff, let's fall over a cliff. Sleep, Norah, perchance to dream.
What a lovely day for a walk. What a lovely day for a fly. Cloudy sky. I can fly. Whee! Sun. Dragon. Doggy! Happy days are here again. Let's go for more and clear again. Let's sing a song of cheer again. Bunny loved giraffe and always will. I promise to keep things in appropriate places. You tick in there. You tick in there. Ways to kill him. You tick in there. Look for the silver light. Wherever look. Remember someone, the sun is shining.
Terrible night. Here, nice carpet. My mum wrote, if I belonged to a club or went to a party and I didn't like it, I could leave when I wanted. If I didn't like where I lived, I could move. They're cutting the oak tree down, have you seen, bit by bit, because of the subsidence. The squirrels have buggered off, found somewhere else to live. Here, Ted, do you remember this? From episode 1, yeah? Ring, Katie, Pearl, Rita, little to-do list. And over here, I've changed my mind about treatment. I'm going to be selfish and please myself for once. I just hope it works. She had sleeping tablets by her bed, a whole bottle. And one night I got a phone call. How many episodes are there?
It is customary at a funeral or a wake for someone to say a few words about the dear departed. Who better than the dear departed herself? After all, there is no one that knows her better. So, odd as it may seem to hear my voice when I can no longer speak, here are my few words. I was born in Bath in October 1928. My father, Arthur Young, was a cabinet maker, and my mother, Annie Mitchell, had been a staff nurse at Bexley Mental Hospital.